Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike White with Xcart Guru, and I'm going to show us how to add LinkedIn. Now, you may be familiar with the Socialize module in Xcart 4, and it's got all the goodies like Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and most of the social networks, but what it's lacking is a LinkedIn button. So, we're going to look at just trying to add our own manually. So, one way to do it would be to actually edit the Socialize module. And I'm not going to show you how to do that. That's a lot more complicated, and it's such a simple task. It doesn't seem like it's worth building the admin interface for this. But, I mean, maybe that would be the very best way is to go ahead and add LinkedIn right here to this form. And I could certainly do that, but like I said, it'd be a much more complicated tutorial, and we'll just manually stick our button in at the end of this list. So the first thing we need is our LinkedIn URL. So this is a company page for a local business, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy the LinkedIn URL before I even get started. So to make the change, I'm going to look in the templates. I'm going to look for common files, and then modules. And I mean, it's pretty obvious it's in the socialize module. So let's see. It looks like the footer links.tpl is probably what I'm interested in. And there I see FB page, so that's probably Facebook. And there's Twitter, and then there's Pinterest. So those are our three links that we have currently. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and paste in my href link. Now I don't want to actually modify the common files folder. I'd rather just copy all of this and take note of the path. Okay, and I'm going to leave that open. I'd rather you do this in your custom skin directory. Now, I don't have a custom skin directory set up in this store. This is just my training store for playing around with things. But Ideal Responsive is my selected skin, so that's where I'm going to make the change. It's much better to keep all your changes in one directory. So I've gone to Skin, Ideal Responsive, Modules, Socialize, and let's just pop back over, and it's called footerlinks.tpl. So we're going to create that file. So we'll just do footerlinks.tpl, create that file, and then we'll go in there, and we'll just paste all that code. And I'm going to close my other tab that has that other template open, because this template will now overwrite everything in the common files directory. So we're just going to copy this same format. We'll just take this whole Lee section. We don't need to wrap it in the if tags. We're pretty sure we're always going to want to display our, our content. We don't have an if statement for this one. And we'll just go ahead and pull this whole thing in. And you can see we're just pasting it in here with the href. I mean, this is not rocket science. Certainly pretty easy. All right, so now we've actually added the link, but we need to change the image. So the image right now is the Pinterest link, and we've got to change the title and the alt tag. But just for now, I'm going to save that while we go get our button. And we'll just kind of check it on the front side just to make sure things are laying out the way we expect them to. We go down here. Now we have a Pinterest button, even though there isn't one configured. And the URL is going to take us to the LinkedIn page. Okay? So let's swap out that icon. The first thing I want to do is just inspect it, and I want to pull up. It's 28 by 28, so I'm looking for a 28 by 28 pixel LinkedIn icon. And I've just turned to the web for that, of course. I think this one will work pretty well. I think that it's pretty safe to go ahead and grab a LinkedIn icon that somebody else is already using. It's a pretty public business, so it's not like you're stealing any content really here. So this one says transparent, so that sounds good. Let's see this one right here. Okay, so it's a PNG file. It looks perfect to me. I could search for a better one, but I'm just going to save that one temporarily on my computer. And now that I've got it saved, we'll just open it up with Adobe Photoshop. And we'll change the dimensions to conform. I'm going to go ahead and trim the transparent pixels away. And then I'm going to save it for web and devices, and I'm just going to specify 28 pixels because that's what the other one was. So we'll just save that, and I'll just call it LinkedIn 28. Save. So let's close all these tabs, and let's get back to our template editor. And I'm going to stay in the ideal responsive folder, I think. We'll just put it right in the images. We'll put it right in here. So we'll just upload to the current directory. We're doing all this within the template editor. And I'll just go to my recent places and find that little icon that I just made. Okay. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and copy the file name, because we'll be using that here just in a second. So I hit Control A, Control C, and we'll just escape out of that. And we will just upload that file right here into the image directory. And it's warning me that I need to change my file permissions. Apparently the template editor does not have the right file permissions. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, I was just doing something silly. I just had selected the wrong image. No big deal. All right. So now we're going to go back up here to Ideal Responsive. We'll go back into Modules. We'll go back into Socialize. Back to footerlinks.tpl. And we will start tweaking this. Let's change this link here. And you'll see it has image source skinder. Well, I'm using my alternate skinder, so I'm going to make that alt skinder. Let's see if I make that a little bigger. Oh, it screws it up. Let's just keep it the right size. Okay, and modules socialize. No, I put it in images, which is actually the alt skinder looks directly at the images. So I believe that this is all we need right here. Let's see. Yeah. We just need to say, we just need a backslash after it. And I've copied the name of the file. So here we go. We're just going to have image source altskinder / LinkedIn 28.png. And if that doesn't work, we'll change it. And the title is going to be Connect, well, I'm still learning how to type, with us on LinkedIn. Okay, so that title is what's going to display. And now if you wanted to use language variables and use, do this for international customers, then you would set up language variables for these. But we're just doing this quick and dirty. So we'll have the title and the alt both say connect with us on LinkedIn. And when we hover over the link, that's what we should see. Okay, so I think that we are just about done here. Let's go ahead and save this. And let's see if it pulls up the right image in the front side. And it doesn't. There's something wrong. I'm going to inspect the element. And we'll just look at the path that it's trying to take us to. So it's taking us to Ideal Responsive LinkedIn 28. Ah, okay. I made a mistake. I'm just going too fast. So we don't want alt skinder. We want alt images dir. There we go. And let's refresh. And we have this giant image. I've definitely made a mistake there. I think I uploaded the wrong one. Yeah, I'm just going too fast today. I'm hovering over the image that I uploaded, and it still says 204. So we'll try that again. We'll open the original again. We'll do image, trim, transparent pixels. We'll do file, save for web and devices. I've got a PNG 24, transparency. This is all right. We'll change this to 28. We'll save it, and we'll call it LinkedIn 28. Save. Replace. Thank you. I'll go look back at that file and just make sure I did it right this time. Yep, now I have a 28 by 28. And we'll just pop over here. I'm going to open this in a new tab. And we'll come back up to out of our Ideal Responsive module, Socialize. Out of Modules. Back into Images. And I am just going to upload the same file name, so it should overwrite what's there. I have this replace file if exists checked. So we'll hit upload. It should have replaced the file. It looks like it didn't. I'm going to refresh here. Indeed it did. So we'll just come back here to the front and we'll check this one more time. And now we have LinkedIn. And when we hover over it, you can't see it very well because it's off the screen here. But when you hover over it, it's saying connect with us on LinkedIn. There you go. Sorry that took 10 minutes, but it's just an XCart quick tip on adding LinkedIn, which is a missing feature of the Socialize module currently in XCart 4. All right, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was educational. Mike White with XCart Guru signing off and wishing you great luck in all your e-commerce efforts. Talk to you next time.